Tanya and Terrell, seeing this damage in person, it's hard to believe there were once houses standing behind me here. What you're looking at right now are the remnants of what's left of 3 homes. The one to the far right was completely flattened, nothing left but rubble and debris. The one next to it has barely any siding left as the roof collapsed toward the middle. And the third home that's boarded up, although has the least amount of damage, it is still uninhabitable this morning. Multiple homes down to the studs. The structures disintegrated after a fire broke out shortly after 11 p.m. last night near 15th and Low in Chicago Heights. Alicia Campbell's home is one of the 6 destroyed.
It wasn't enough water. It was a lack of water. There were firemen standing watching the fire burn.
When firefighters first arrived on scene for reports of one fire, they found a second had started across the street. It's unclear whether embers from the initial fire sparked another home across the street or there was something else at play. The state fire marshal and arson investigators were here investigating that possibility.
The second fire was across the street, but we can't say whether that was the cause of the second fire.
Campbell says as residents were standing outside, they watched the fire spread from her neighbor's home to hers. The fire chief admits they were delayed getting water onto homes, partially because of construction in the area and having to stretch fire hoses over 1,000 feet to the nearest working hydrants.
We were actively trying to find hydrants that were working, and we eventually did. There was a delay in that, but once we got those hydrants, we were able to put water on the fire.
She would have sustained some damage quite naturally, but my house would have never been touched, if we had the ample and proper amount of water flowing through here. And it doesn't make any kind of sense.
The home she's lived in for 40 years, now gone. Close family friend Amelia Owens came to support the families impacted.
It's not a joke, it's not a game, it's not funny. These are lives that have to be rebuilt and put back together. They've been in their house for their whole life. And I just pray that God keeps every last one of them covered.
And 3 of the 6 homes damaged were unoccupied at the time. 9 people in total were evacuated and we're told are doing okay this morning, while the exact cause of the fire still under investigation.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.